to remain unchanged from their current forecast of 450,000 tons. In the near future, they said it should go down, but they're consuming a lot of their peanuts at home. Domestic crush is projected flat, while food use is forecast to grow to greater supplies. Production is expected in China to be 18.1 million tons. That compares to 3 million tons in the U.S., and that's 100,000 tons above this year's estimate. Peanut oil consumption is forecast to rise in China with larger imports. Brazil's another one that is a competitor and growing. Brazil peanut production is now forecast to rise 32,000 tons to 750,000 tons next year, marking the fourth consecutive year of production growth. This is projected to lead to both higher exports of food-use peanuts and higher domestic crush. Peanut exports are forecast to rise 3% from Brazil this year.
Provocil fungicide is to Pentfields what vowels are to the English language. With it, disease control sind compult.
It couldn't be any clearer. Provocil fungicide is to peanut fields what vowels are to the English language. Without it, disease control isn't complete. Provocil fungicide from BASF is the missing piece you need to finish off disease. Always read and follow label directions.
I'm Tyron Spearman for Southeast AgNet.
Longer days are a welcome sight, just like these unbeatable prices at Rural King. Get 4 gallons of Pool Shock liquid chlorinator for just $9.99 a box. Or Taste of the Wild High Prairie grain-free dog food for $49.99 a bag, in-store only. And don't miss out on assorted veggie or herb plants for just $3.99 a piece. Shop these deals and more at RuralKing.com or your neighborhood Rural King, America's farm and home store.
When it really counts, depend on the source for the latest weather updates, keeping you ahead of the storm. 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source.
Sunny to partly cloudy skies initially today, and then we'll see showers and thunderstorms by the overnight, with high temps in the low to mid 90s. Overnight lows will be in the low to mid 70s. As we go into Thursday, showers and storms taper off, leaving us a sunshine-filled day, high temperatures in the low to mid 90s. And then on Friday, showers and thunderstorms return again, with high temperatures cooling off a little bit in the upper 80s to low 90s. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Jeff Nordine.
This hour of Ocala Talks is brought to you in part by Blockers Furniture. Go see all their specials at blockersfurniture.com.
This is Ocala Talks with Tom Schmidt, bringing stories that are important to our community in and around Ocala. Plus, of course, a splash of sports as well. Now, here's your host, Tom.
Come back to Ocala Talks on a Wednesday. 9 o'clock, Robert Colin's in the building. That must mean it's time for an update on all the great happenings going out on top of the world in the surrounding areas. But today, Robert, good morning to you first off.
Good morning, Tom. Thanks for having us.
And today I think we're going to talk about a place that my wife is enamored by.
Yeah.
She went with her stiletto group to FAST and toured the facility, and now she wants one built in our backyard.
Yes, and she deserves it too, Tom. Well, FAST is the new natatorium here in Marion County. It's an absolutely amazing facility. But today I brought with us a real true superstar and somebody I'm really honored to have come on the show and to meet. And it's a world record holder, a world champion in swimming, specifically the backstroke, Gemma Spoffworth-Fleming, who lives here in Marion County. And we have Brian Schrader, who is the head coach for the FAST Falcons. That's the swim team at the facility. Kinley Rogers is here with us. She handles all the marketing for the swim, for a lot of other things, but I know specifically for that. So I'm really excited to be in here and talk about all that's going on at the natatorium at the swimming pool.
Well, first off, I'm behind any team called the Falcons, so I'm good with that.
Oh, you're a Georgia boy.
I'm a Georgia boy. I'm behind it. Anybody called the Falcons, I'm good with. So, Brian, how are you? Good to see you.
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
You're going to get upstaged a little bit today, though. You know that, right?
Well, that's why I'm here, because I want to talk about what we got going on. And, we were so excited to hire Gemma because, first of all, Gemma has an outstanding swimming resume, but Gemma's a world-class educator. She's got a PhD, and we wanted somebody to come in and help us build something special at FAST. And Gemma's come in to be our director of swimming lessons, and she's designed her own curriculum. It's a really unique thing, and we're so excited.
Gemma, good morning.
Good morning.
How important was it when they came to you, when you were approached, that, to set up something like these swim lessons and these classes and all? How important? Because that's what grows the sport, starting at 18 months old, teaching to swim, or whenever you learn to swim. How important was it to you to be a person that helped grows the sport from the ground up?
I was super excited. So I will tell you a little secret. Right before Brian approached me, I was not looking to change jobs. I was a school counselor, and that was where I was going to be set for a long time. So Brian kind of came to me and said, here's your program, here's what you can do to it, and it's yours, do what you need to. And the pool itself sold me. Like you said, your wife said, this is an amazing facility. The facility is something that I don't think I've seen, even in all of my travels. It's amazing. So being able to start from the ground up, working with the kids, we're starting with parent talk classes so that they can really start from, 6 months old all the way up to 18 for my kids. And then we're also going to start with an adult swim, lunch swim, because we've got so many adults out here that don't know how to swim, and they've been reaching out. So we're ready for them.
I think people don't understand how many adults. People go, it's Florida. It's what we're surrounded by water on all sides. There's not grown-ups that don't know how to swim. I'm always amazed at the number of people that are my age, in their mid-50s, that go, I don't go anywhere near the water. I can't swim. And it's just, I'm like, how'd you get through life growing up in Florida? I lived in South Georgia near Savannah, the beach and everything. They go, we just never learned to swim, because we never had the opportunity. We didn't have a pool. We didn't have access to a pool. You hear that a lot from adults?
Absolutely. And that's what I want to change, because I don't think it's fair for adults not to know how to swim just because they weren't grown up around a pool or they weren't grown up around instructors. So I'm ready to change that here.
I learned to swim in the worst way possible. 18 miles out in the Gulf, my dad threw me off the back of a boat, said, hope you make it back. That's a true story.
We were just talking about that.
We're not going to do that.
Yeah. No, you're actually going to give great swim instruction. You're not going to give the dad throws you off the back. Well, if you don't make it, that's one less mouth to feed. That was my dad's approach.
Gemma was just saying back there that she wants to build it so you have a love for the water, not a fear of it. So that's a great start.
I had a fear of not getting back to the boat. It had nothing to do with water. I thought they were just going to leave me. That was my problem. Of course, I was sick, so,
Yeah.
In today's world, that would be child abuse. Brian, how important is it to have not only a world-class swimmer with the resume she has, but somebody who she chose counseling as her job, to get into after swimming and everything. How important is that? A person who children and people and their success is important to her. How important was that to have her as a team member at the natatorium?
It's really important. I think we all consider ourselves educators, but Gemma's really familiar with that age group. She's really familiar with parents. So to have that dynamic and that nurturing voice, especially for those that are entering the sport, either for recreation or survival or just moving forward into the competitive arena, you couldn't ask for a better fit.
Kenley, now I know something about marketing. It's kind of part of the job description of what I do here. How would you said, what? You give me a world-class swimmer with world records on her resume. She's coming to help kids, her chosen profession anyway. You give me this natatorium, which is world-class, maybe one of the one or two best in all the globe. Okay, I'll market that for you.
Yeah, it's been, when I started this job, I had no experience with swimming, but these guys make it so easy. They talk to me, they give me all the swimming language. So it's definitely been a learning process for all of us, I would say, and just starting up the brand, and then marketing to the local community, but also the swimming community, the larger swimming community in general. So Gemma's great to have on board. We're excited to have Learn to Swim up and going. That was probably one of our most asked questions on social media. When can our kids get in the water? So it's great to have her, and she's just been great getting it up and going.
Well, so Gemma, how do people know how to get a hold of you? How can they get sign up for swim lessons? What's the setup for the swim lessons?
So right now we have our website, www.floridafast.com, and there is a lessons registration portal on there. It will become more user-friendly in the future. We are working on that. We're using our Team Unify to sign people up, so we're kind of limited in how that works right now, but it will become more user-friendly when we can make that happen. They can also email me at gemma_Fleming@floridafast.com and ask any questions that they might have. We currently have a summer program starting. We have the option of a 2-week, so it's 8 sessions, 8 lessons at 30 minutes, and we have a 2-week option, so they can come Tuesday through Friday every day for 2 weeks, or we have a month option where they come 2 times a week for the month to get their 8 sessions.
How many people are in those group sessions?
We have 4 in the lower sessions, and then up to 6 in my highest session, which is the platinum group. And I try to make sure that there are 2 instructors for the bronze group, which is the lowest, which are my youngest kids who may be most scared of the water. 2 instructors to 4 kids at that level.
Okay. And how old are the kids that would be signing up? What is the age groups?
So far, so to be without a parent, they are 3. Parent talk can come in from 6 months to almost 3. I mean, 2 years and however many days to get to 3. And then 3 to 18 for the older groups. And like I said, adult swims come in here very soon.
Robert, I got a question for you. How cool is it that you get to sit and watch I'm calling it the Colin way, because that's what this really is. Everything is done where if you're not going to be the best you could be at it, why try to even do it? And this fast is the exact same way. How cool is it that you get to see on a daily basis and talk about it often a foundation and a group that makes sure it's the best of the best, and that's the only thing acceptable.
Well, the great thing for me is that I don't really do anything, and I'm not involved, but I get some credit for it by like things like this. But what's really exciting, I get to be in the room with people that are, unbelievable athletes. We had Ryan Lochte and, other Olympic champions, Coleman Stewart and Gemma here. So those are just amazing opportunities to be around great people. But, just being here and getting to talk to them is a great honor. I can tell you this, that when Ken Colin, my cousin, first started to decide that he was going to build the pool for the community, he never had any inspiration or aspirations to get to this pool this size and this kind of accomplishment, or have somebody like Gemma there. When Marion County was looking for a pool, it was just something small. It was an Olympic-sized swimming pool to do events. And then Coach Vargo introduced Ken to Greg Troy with the University of Florida, and then everything kind of, I think Ken would say, spiraled out of control, and now he's got 2 Olympic-sized swimming pools and an indoor pool and play area, and Gemma's there, and Brian's here, and Kinley running marketing, and it's just an amazing way you could say divine intervention or divine aspects, but it's really been an amazing adventure.
Brian, talk about the Falcons for a minute. What for people that don't know, you're the coach of the Fast Falcons. Tell people what that is.
So the Fast Falcons, we train at the Fast facility, but we're the competitive age group program. So we run programs for kids that are interested in competitive swimming, whether they're very new, age 5 to 7, up to past age 18, returning collegiate swimmers and pro athletes. So we run a very robust schedule every day to accommodate all those ability levels and age groups. But I'm going to steal this for a little bit, because we have a couple of programs going on that we really would like to serve the community with, but the first being master swimming. So master swimming is sort of a coached workout. It's competitive swimming for adults. Anybody 18 and older can join our master swimming program. And right now we have a variety of levels, and we offer 10 opportunities to come to practice a week, early in the morning or at noon. You can swim for about an hour and 15 minutes. And our groups are small, anywhere from 4 to 10 adults at a time. And all of these practices are coached by our elite staff. So I'll coach a couple practices a week, and the rest of our staff will too. But you're getting very, very good instruction. So if you're a beginning swimmer and want to learn how to swim laps, or be coached up on how to become better at an exercise swimmer, or maybe you do want to compete as an adult as a master's level athlete, or you want to train for a triathlon, you should come check out our program and drop in for a free workout, because in the end, you're getting a semi-private lesson from very experienced coaches. So if you're past an adult learn to swim and you're comfortable in the water and you just want to become a better swimmer and learn the strokes, you should come check out our master's program.
Are there opportunities for people who, what's the word I'm looking for here, like me, that are old, fat, and out of shape, but they want to get better, they want to get in better shape, and because they have arthritic issues and everything, water is always better than not water. Is there, but they're good, you know, they can swim and stuff, they just hadn't been in shape in a while. Through these programs, are there opportunities for those people to come as well?
That's exactly what we're looking for, and it's been fun to see some people just really catch on and make it part of their daily habits, and also meet some new friends and develop a sense of community with the people that are coming to every practice like that. Because that's the thing, you want people that are in your crowd and comfortable with what you're doing.
Yeah, my crowd's on the golf course drinking beer. I'm gonna be honest with you. Gemma, what was a lot of people are going to wonder, you came here, you're working here now. What was your first impressions of the Brick City Beautiful, Ocala, Florida?
Well, I started in Gainesville, so that was my first impression of Florida, of America. And then my husband's from Denellen, so that's kind of what brought me this way. And Ocala's amazing. Other than the traffic, I struggle with traffic. With Denellen, you know, there's less traffic out there, but the pool's halfway between, so I don't get traffic on the way to the pool. That's good. But no, it's a great place to be. It's got everything you need, and it's growing, and there's so much coming in. It's a great place to raise my kids.
Brian, people are saying we're talking about community, and it is a very community-centered pool. We're doing a lot for the community, a lot of offerings for the community to come in and take advantage of FAST. We're also going to bring some national and international population to the pool as well, aren't we?
We are, and we've already started to see that happen. We had our first training group in. A club from New Jersey came in, the New Jersey Wahoos. They're one of the top swimming clubs in the United States. They came and trained for 8 days, so that was our first experience with a team coming to use our facilities. And we have a camp and clinic coming up where we're going to have Coleman Stewart, he's a world record holder. Cameron O'Conahy, he's a NC2A champion from Texas. And then we have a University of Wisconsin school record holder, Mallory Jump, coming. And we have people coming from the Bahamas to attend that clinic. So not only are we having patrons come internationally, but we'll have international athletes come and visit as well.
Jimmy, you said something earlier in the show. Robert's talked about it numerous times. Brian's talked about it. I've talked about it, about how good a world-class facility this is. But you've been around the world. You've swam all around the world. Talk about how this place compares to all around the world.
Like I said, I mean, when you add that splash pad to it, you've just added a whole different level. You've got more people going to come in for that. But the pool itself, when you've got all that extra space outside, so you've got space inside to race, you've got space outside to warm down, you've got space for our lessons program, you've got space for kids to run and have fun, you know, even after their lessons. And you know, I've been to China for the Olympics in 2008 and to London for the Olympics in 2012, and you know, those pools are built specifically for that, but we've kind of got something very similar to that right in our backyard now.
It always amazes me how much that is offered with places like FAST to the community itself. And we talk about the international community and the national community, but just the community itself. And now with these swim lessons and all that you're offering, from parents to start if they can't swim and then get there. But if I heard you right, from 6 months to 3 years, parents and child are going to be together in the pool learning.
Yep.
Talk about that for a minute, because I know there's some mothers out there and dads out there go, my 6-month-old getting in what?
So we start there with water exploration. It's very much getting in the water with your child, having fun with the water, getting their face wet. That's one of the hardest things for our kids to do, is getting their eyes wet, getting their ears wet. So we start at that level, just enjoying the water. Then we work our way up to splashing and have some music and have them play in the water there. And then our instructor's in the water too. So as the child gets more comfortable with the instructor, then we can start moving from the instructor to the parent. doing some pass backs, but never let that child be unassisted until they are ready to do so, which a lot of times is by the time they're in my lessons program at 3, but if before that, that's great. So it's water exploration, learning how to love the water with their parents.
Now, I know there's some fee-based stuff going on at FAST and everything. Are there as you go lesson by lesson, or is there membership opportunities? How's that work, Brian?
I will let Gemma talk about the lesson opportunities first.
Yeah, so we work on an 8-session basis. Sometimes there's a 4-session basis, so Saturdays for the month has only been 4 sessions. So we ask that our parents commit to that length of lesson to do what they can. If they have mastered all the skills in that time, then they can sign up for another one with the next session. If they haven't mastered those skills in that time, then they can do that one again. But we ask for parents to commit to the number of lessons that they sign up for.
So there is a block of lessons in that plan.
Yep.
When is the expectation for the 3rd grade program to start?
That's looking for August. So,
okay. So you want to explain what that is?
Absolutely. The Cannibal Kids program, we are working for a block of 8 lessons free for all 3rd graders who are in 3rd grade from August 2022 all the way through to 2023.
So starting in August 2022, imagine the signups will start in July or something.
Yeah, and in July, sign up, and we need proof that you're in 3rd grade. So whether that's your report card or whether that's registration or whatever that looks like for you, you can bring proof that you're in there. And an 8-session block, you will be in with all the other kids who are doing lessons. And after that, if you want to continue, you get a 10% gift discount for lessons as you move forwards in that year. So you get your free 8 lessons and 10% gift discount in 3rd grade moving forwards from there.
And 8 lessons gives you enough excitement or experience to enjoy the water, probably feel comfortable enough to be able to survive in it if you have to.
Absolutely. I mean, all children learn in different rates.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them can master the entire program for that, whether it's bronze or silver. Some of them need 2 or 3 8 lessons sections to be able to do that. And parents, you know your kids better than I do to be able to know how fast they might pick up these skills. But we see some kids really flourish quickly and move through those lessons quickly, and we see some struggle, and we work with them and we work with the parents to figure out. I've got some kids right now who don't want to get in the water. They're very scared of it. So I work with the parent. I have the parents speak to their child when they go home. What is it about the water? Is it the instructor? Is it the pool? Is it the temperature of the pool? What can we change? What can we make better for your child to be comfortable?
I know a little bit about education because that's my degree. I taught high school for a while. So I know that there's reasonings behind when you hone in on a certain age group. So what is the reasoning behind 3rd grade? Because in all education, there's a reason you teach 2nd graders or you teach 4th graders certain things. Why is it 3rd grade is the emphasis here?
So 3rd grade, so let me go back to 3 years old is the reason we start independent, because that's when our kids start to listen to instructions and follow directions. But by the time they're in 3rd grade, they're really starting to comprehend what we're telling them, and they can pick up those skills a little quicker than 2nd and 1st graders.
Their cognitive ability is much better.
Sure is.
And people think 2nd grade's 7 years old, 3rd grade's 8 years old. The difference between 7-year-old and 8-year-old is the difference between 14-year-old and 21-year-old, really.
Yes, it is.
It's really, once again, I remember some of my education classes. Look there, that's pretty good. So 3rd grade, if I heard you right, for all 3rd graders, that's a free 8-lesson class.
Yes.
I don't have a 3rd grader, but I want to adopt one now, just to get him there. Brian, but to the rest of it, is there membership that adults can get? How's that work?
Yep. So if you want to come swim at FAST, just swim laps or get in the water for our open swim, you can drop in for $8. Or if you want to join, it's $40 for a month. And we can go month by month, or you can join as a yearly member.
What are the swim times for something like that?
You'd have to look at our website.
Okay.
They differ every day.
Yeah.
So floridafast.com.
We're actually about to roll out our summer schedule, so that will be coming in the next few weeks.
So if you're getting ready for the summer, the schedule will be out, so you can plan accordingly. Yes. And it's $40 a month to be a member, and that's month to month you can do, or you can do the yearly thing. But if you wanted, so you have a day pass where it's just $8. If somebody wanted to come look at the facility, see if it was something for them, it's kind of like test track time. You see if it's something for you.
All of our membership and information is listed on our website. We have many different levels that you can kind of choose from based on your preference.
FloridaFast.com.
Yes.
So, Brian, if you're 60 plus or 70 years old and you want to swim and it's December and you're going to come in around 10 o'clock in the morning or something as an open swim, and you're going to be able to swim indoors, and what kind of temperature are we looking at the water? Is it going to be comfortable for them?
So our pools are generally kept at a competitive level of temperature. The indoor pool will always be around 80 degrees. The outdoor pool might be 1 or 2 degrees warmer. So people should be prepared for not an 86 or 90 degree warm water pool.
Right. It's not a therapeutic pool, but 80 degrees feels pretty warm when it's 40 degrees outside.
To some people.
40 degrees outside. What are you talking? 2 days in
February?
In
the morning. In the morning.
Yep. But and depending on the day, both pools may be open for lap swim, maybe just one. The pool schedule will be posted, so if you have an interest in swimming outdoors or swimming indoors, just check our schedule.
Yeah.
Kenley, give us a website again.
FloridaFast.com.
FloridaFast.com. And Gemma, where for the lessons and everything, where do they need to go?
Same website. Then there is a lessons portal for registration up in the top banner.
Robert, you never seem to outdo yourself bringing people into this show.
I never seem to, or
I live vicariously through you is what I'm doing. The people you bring in here make my job easy. Thanks for that, Robert.
Thank you.
I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thanks for everybody that was here this morning. Jimmy, good to meet you.
And you?
Brian, it's always great to see you.
Come on by.
Kenley, wonderful to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Robert, I'm probably liking you now, but the next person you bring in is going to probably abuse me at the ranch, and I'm probably not going to think you're that good after that. I'm probably not going to think that. Hey, thanks for coming in this morning to all of you.
Thank you.
And thanks for what y'all do for the community, because it's really a good thing for our community having Fast here with us. So thanks.
Thank you.
We'll be back at this timeout. You're listening to Ocala Talks on 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. We're WOCA, the source. Will be right back at this timeout.
USA Radio News with Tim Berg.
It looks like Ukraine is about to get more help in its fight against Russia. The Senate is expected to approve a $40 billion bill as soon as today. The House already taking action, boosting President Biden's initial request to add additional military and humanitarian aid. President Biden expected to sign the bill quickly. The nation's biggest wildfire is growing in New Mexico. It's up to about 300,000 acres and is only 26% contained. Several more counties are on standby for possible evacuations, and 2 national forests in the state will close